Hare Krishna, welcome everyone for today's question answer session.
Mataji, I'll
I
remove your
hope
spotlight,
you
right?
all are. Yes, you can remove my spot.
Okay, we can start, Mataji.
Yeah. So Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome for the question answer session. I hope you all have your questions ready because last time after the Tulsi Puja we could not take many questions. So if you remember your questions from last week, you can please ask them. And also today, if time permits, I'll be covering something about Ekadashi also, because last class also I wanted to do, but time did not permit. So because there are some new people in the group, and it's not the detailed Ekadashi story, but few doubts. And I have been observing from people's questions which they sent to me that some people are not properly following Ekadashi. So I wanted to, highlight some points, some important points about Ekadashi. But that is after once you finish your questions, I would like to take up this topic of Ekadashi. And any of you have doubts, you can clarify that also. So straight away we can start. Sort of you can start spotlight.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. So, connecting to Krishna and Ekadashi, I have been doing. Mm, I also pray to, I do my chanting. I don't eat meat, tea, coffee, all alcohol, everything I have, not there in my life. My chanting is very, very regular. And in some time, I want to also wear the Tulsi mala after initiating or getting it blessed. I want to wear it. So do you think I can do that? I should do that? What would you suggest? Mataji?
Sorry, I missed out the last part, sort of something about Tulsi Mala he was talking about.
Yes, yes. Prabhu is saying that he has
What was the
left,
last?
correct. So he has left all the bad habits, no, like smoking, drinking, all of that. He's left. Chicken he doesn't eat. Alcohol he's left. He's chanting every
Okay.
day. Soon he says he wants to wear the Tulsi mala. So what would you suggest
Okay.
that
Yes,
right
you can
way?
wear if you are not if yeah, if you're not eating onion garlic also, then you can wear tulsi mala. And you're talking about what we wear in the neck, the what or are you talking about the chanting mala? I'm talking the kanthi mala. Yes, what you wear in the neck.
Yes,
Then you
Mataji.
can,
Kanti
if
mala.
you're not, yeah, if you're not eating onion garlic also, then you can wear. Just leaving non-vegetarian is not sufficient. For Tulsi Mala, so basically the concept is that nothing should go down our throat, uh, which is tamasic. So onion garlic also is inclusive. So in case you've left that, then very happy that you can wear it. You can buy it from ISKCON and you can wear it. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hemant.
Mataji, uh,
Yes.
yeah. So Mataji, during chanting, so
Okay.
we are doing, I'm chanting Hare Krishna, I speak it also.
Okay.
So if there is any distraction at that time during chanting, our chantings don't benefit us, right? This is basically a loss. We are chanting for nothing if we are not focusing.
Yeah, that is true to some extent. See, it is not 100% lost, but some benefit definitely we do get because it is said that once you utter Krishna's name, then Krishna remembers it. But the pure chanting, the ultimate benefit of chanting, that we do not achieve. So I will not say that it is 100% lost, but yes, I will say it is 50% lost if we have some distraction or If you are side by side, if you're attending to something other work, like, with Mala, we are doing some household work, or we are talking to somebody, or we are watching TV, we are watching phone, or so then we do not get that 100% benefit of our chanting. So mind is very, very, uh, what do you say? It is very fickle. It is very mischievous. So it is, in Hindi we call it, the mind is very chanchal. So it is very difficult to control. But, in split seconds, you will have thousands of thoughts which cross your mind. So for the deaf, I would suggest a good situation would be if you can have, see, for hearing people, we are asked to hear the chanting. But since for the deaf, that is not possible. So I would suggest that when you chant, you can keep a picture of the Lord in front of you, of Sri Radhakrishna, you can, or the Panchatattva. Actually, it is very good to keep a picture of Panchatattva, because once we have mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then our chanting really improves. Really, really improves. Okay, so if you have a picture of Mahaprabhu, the Panchatattva, you can keep that picture in front of you, and then you can chant probably. Then, maybe the distractions will be less. And try to finish it at one place. Even if you're doing one round, try to sit at one place and don't travel and do it. I mean, there are a lot of things we can do to stop that distraction. So, but then again, if time permits, all of you, you're studying, or somebody is working. So sit at one place, finish your rounds. Even if it's one round or two round, finish your rounds and then attend to something else. But yes, keeping a picture in front of you would, I think, should really help. You can look at the picture and you can chant. Hare Krishna.
Yes, second question also, Mataji. Now or
Okay.
later?
Yeah. No, no, you can ask. Not many people. We still have time. You can ask.
Mataji, I've forgotten the Bhagavad Gita verse.
Okay.
Huh. As Krishna was explaining about Shiva, Arjuna, when he wanted to quit, it's the same thing he was explaining to Shiva, was listening or something like that. But so all of us, if Shiva, if we also have the same kind of attitude, leaving or not completing our duty or not living the dharma or something like that, skills or all things, uh, like Arjuna also, Shiva had given all the skills, but at the last, when Arjuna was not very sure, when you have fear, when you have underconfidence, Shiva, when they look, and that time they leave. They are not with, they leave the support. Is that true, Mataji? Something like that?
Can you tell me the verse you're talking about, if you remember? Because in Bhagavad Gita, I don't know where you've read this context of Shiva in during Bhagavad Gita.
Krishna, Shiva's habit or something like that. Arjuna, you already have the skill, but you don't want to kill the people in the uh, field also. So you shouldn't leave, you should go. You already have the skill. Hmm. Has the power. So he was a skilled archer, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
hmm, there's some story, I think, in Bhagavad Gita, or maybe not Bhagavad Gita before.
No, I want to know
Where
the
the-
question. What is the? I know that Arjun was very skilled archer, and Krishna was telling him that you do not leave your duty. Because Arjun wanted to, give up everything and go to the forest and become sannyasi, because he did not want to kill his own relatives, because he was so confused and frightened of seeing his own relatives in front of him. So Krishna said that you fight for me, and you do not give up your profession, because for a Kshatriya, what else will he do? His duty is to fight. His duty is to protect. So Krishna says that none of us should give up our duty. and your duty, like you dedicate your duty to me. You fight for me, not for yourself. So in that way, Krishna was trying to explain to Arjun. So what is your question?
Who gave the skill, Mataji? The Shiva gave that skill, right? To Arjuna. And
Shiva gave
there
the
was,
skill to Arjuna.
yeah, and nobody could defeat Arjuna because of that skill, blessing the boon.
Some boon,
There is a,
boon.
so yeah, there is a story, I
Okay.
think, in YouTube. There was an exam or a test.
Please don't refer to YouTube. You read very well. I know that you can read Bhagavad Gita. So please tell me the verse you have picked up this from. I want to read that verse and I'll get back to you. But please do not watch YouTube. Okay, you are a good reader. I know that. You can read Bhagavad Gita. So please tell me the verse and I'll get back to you on that. Half the times, many things on YouTube are not correct. Okay, so we follow our disciplic succession, the knowledge which we acquire from previous acharyas, the knowledge should come through Krishna. And if it is coming from some XYZ person, then we might not, it might not be correct. So please tell me the words and I'll answer you. Okay, we can move to next question.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hmm. Hare Krishna. Mataji. She was like, "Is me?" I was like, "Yeah, you have raised your hand." So regarding the hmm, fast, Tulsi. Mataji, some how to
Watering to
put watering the plant, huh? Tulsi during the fast, how to water the plant? Is some right and wrong, some guidelines?
nothing, nothing. See, I gave you the video of how to water Tulsi. I mean, there's no specific rule as such. There are only days when we should not water. Otherwise, there's no such. Normally, how you give water to the
Mataji,
plant?
what days? What days?
Only on Dwadashi, we do not give water to Tulsi. That's it. So, twice a month, we do not give. And if at all by chance you want to give water, then you have to give it at a time when we open our fast. So, all of you, no, there is a particular time we open fast on Dwadashi. So, second day after, the day after Ekadashi. So, in case you feel that your tulsi is very dry and it really needs water, then you should give it at a time when it is the fast opening time, Paran time. When you eat, right? After Ekadashi, next day you eat at a particular time. That is the time only you can give water to tulsi. Otherwise, avoid not to give water on Dwadashi. Take care of tulsi and give it on Ekadashi only. But being summers, sometimes if in case it skips your mind, then that is the particular time you can give water to tulsi only during
Sorry,
fast
Mataji,
opening
little
time.
confused here. Can you please explain this again?
See, there is a particular time, like suppose Dwadashi, we break fast. For example, the Ekadashi which just went.
Mataji, sorry, can I just ask Vinita for her question again clearly? Because I think I
Haan,
didn't understand the question.
sure,
So we'll
sure, sure.
save the time.
Haan, sure.
So Tulsi, during the fast, Mataji, we are not supposed to uh, pull the leaves and all of that now. That's what I'm
No,
asking.
Ekadashi we can do. Next day we don't. Ekadashi we can pluck. Next day we don't.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Mataji.
Hare
Yeah, I'll
Krishna.
remember this. Thank you. Yeah, question was clear, the answer was clear. Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Danvat
Hare Krishna,
Pranam, Anurna.
Vaishali. Tanujana.
Yeah, Mataji. Okay, my question.
Yes.
She has kept 7 questions, Mataji, she's saying.
7
Is it
questions. Okay.
okay?
Oh, short questions we'll answer. No problem. Okay.
Okay,
Shoot.
okay. Hmm. Sunday, Mataji.
Okay.
Previous Sunday, the Tulsi question. There were 5 points, important points you were saying. The second one I didn't understand, Mataji. You were saying Tulsi, don't keep it, where to keep it. Second point, can you please explain that again?
Okay. I think it was, I had said that you can keep 2 tulsi plants. Is that what she's asking?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
So,
yes,
okay.
yes.
See, I understand that it is not possible because everybody's house is small. So it is one, it is like we follow that rule in temple, and if your house permits, if it is possible, then you do it. Otherwise, one plant is also okay. If you have one plant, and if you're worshipping that plant, it is fine. If you have it in a balcony where the tulsi is getting good sunlight and good air, it is fine. No need to go for 2 plants. Only those people who have a nice puja room and a big house, they can keep two tulsi plant. Otherwise, it is perfectly all right to just have one tulsi. But it make sure it gets good sunlight and good air, etc. Second question.
Okay. Mataji, the reason for putting a mat while standing doing the puja for Tulsi.
Okay, so see what happens, we when we are worshipping, doing any kind of puja. Have you seen a pujari in the temple, or suppose some pujari comes to your house, does he not sit on some asana? So what happens when we are worshipping, we create we create lot of positive energy in our body, because we are directly in touch with God, right? We are praying, we are worshipping, we are offering flowers, we are doing so many things, and we are directly in connection with God. So in our body, we create a lot of positive energy. Now, if we are directly standing on the floor, it is said that all that positive energy goes down the earth and it gets wasted. So it is recommended that whatever time, whenever you do any puja, not just Tulsi puja, even if you're offering a lamp in your altar to Krishna, stand on an asan and then do it. Don't stand on the floor and do it. Because whatever puja benefit you're getting, no, it will get lost from down in the earth, and that benefit you will not achieve. Your body should, filled with energy from Krishna, and that energy will get lost if you don't stand on a mat. Similarly, when we do Tulsi Puja, whatever energy but whatever blessings we are getting from Tulsi, it gets wasted. So it is very important to stand on any mat, but just keep it specifically for puja. Don't use it for other things. Anything, any material, cotton, woolen, jute, anything you can use.
We have the pot. So, the Tulsi pot is there.
Parikrama. Okay.
So the pot is there. Oh, it's in the balcony. Okay. Hmm. So every time, I'm just clarifying the question. Mataji, so I'm saying, Vaishali's question. So every time you would go and touch the pot or water the pot, the tulsi plant, you have to use a mat and then stand and then do it.
No, not watering. It's just when you're offering, you're doing your aarti, no? That time I'm saying. Not every time you water. When you're watering, otherwise it's okay. You can just water like that. But when you're properly doing that aarti, which I explained, that time you stand on a mat. Okay. So
Hmm.
I will suggest that
Understood, Mataji.
we've
Thank you.
answered three questions. We'll move on and we'll come back to you. Okay. I'll come back to you. Keep your
Okay.
hand raised only. Don't put it down. Otherwise I'll forget.
Hare Krishna Pranam.
Hare
Topic
Krishna.
Tulsi. The Tulsi pods, Mataji, the seeds, like
Okay.
if, then normally if I get it, collect it, can I just go to other places and put it in other places? What kind of places do you think I can put it?
Actually, it is said that tulsi seeds, you should not just go and put it anywhere, because what happens, not everybody understands the the power and the purity of tulsi. So my suggestion would be that if you have pots, you can grow it, you can put the seeds in your pot, and you can gift it to somebody who has faith, who wants to have a tulsi plant. Or preferable, or otherwise, if you can't do it, there is nobody, then you go to some area where people are not walking over it, like some kind of a garden where proper plants are maintained, trees and maintained, and there is some mali, some gardener is there who's looking after the plants. You can talk to him and you tell him that I am sowing tulsi here. So because I've experienced, even in my apartment, the gardener he's very careful. He doesn't let tulsi grow here and there, because he knows that the feet should not fall in it, and dirty things should not go on it. So he doesn't let tulsi grow. He has specific areas where he's selected. Only there, those places he lets tulsi grow. So since you are aware of its purity, so you can take care. If you have a lot of seeds, one, you can plant it and you can gift tulsi. Once the plant grows, you can gift it to somebody, or you can go to some garden where a gardener is there. You can, but make sure that you don't put it in a way where it's dirty place, or where it's people are walking over it. So those things you just be careful. That's otherwise it's good to give gift tulsi. You'll get 1,000 times benefit if you give gift tulsi to somebody, but then they should have faith. Don't give it to somebody who doesn't have faith, who doesn't respect tulsi. If you have a lot of seeds in your house, then gift it to somebody who loves tulsi, who has faith in tulsi. Okay, so that you can do. Hare Krishna.
Second question, Mataji.
Okay.
So the leaves sometimes have black dots, Mataji. Many places I've seen black dots. Do you think it's mosquitoes or something like that on it? How do we clean it? Should we just put water on it? Take
So
some water
generally,
and put it on that so that those
generally we do not put any chemical sprays, or we don't use any pesticides for tulsi. So generally what I do at home, yes, tulsi is very, very prone to insects and very, very small, worms, etc. So what I do at home is regularly once or twice a week, I sprinkle turmeric water. So, or dry, just straight away some dry turmeric powder. You sprinkle on the leaves, individually on the leaf, you put it. That you can do. So that is very safe. Or maybe neem powder, neem which doesn't have any chemicals inside it, those that you can. Otherwise, when you're watering tulsi, in that water you mix some turmeric and you put water in it. So then you can see that. And if it is getting very good sunlight, then insects will not come. It should get a lot of good sunlight.
Okay, third question. So I have a pot. The kind of container, Mataji, I mean the pot, which should we choose? Should we choose a big, tall container or a small, roundish container?
It's up to you. Generally, in big containers means the plant will it will grow nicely. If you have space, if the place is small, then you keep a smaller one. So no restriction as such. But prefer to use a mud pot, not a cement pot. Uh, Generally, it's not recommended. Or to metal pot. Generally, go for a mud pot. That is best for tulsi. Hare Krishna. We can move on to somebody else. We can come back. We'll come back to you.
Hare Krishna, Namaskar.
Hare Krishna.
So Mataji, I have sent you some message.
Yeah, I've seen that temple photo. What was the question?
SHARIK, Sharika
Yes, in
temple,
Kashmir, some
Jammu
temple photo
Kashmir.
is. Yeah, yeah. So
There
what was the question?
they were eating chicken and all of that. They were saying and stuff like that. So you know,
Who's
they're
eating?
offering, they're offering it there to the god,
Okay.
and some India something like that. I heard that. Oh, only goat, no chicken. Huh? So
So, but the question is, why do we offer meat, etc.? I've
Bharika Devi.
understood. I've understood. I've understood.
Jammu Kashmir. So our family we ate, I think that meat and that offering and all of that. So
Okay. I'll answer.
okay, yeah.
Okay. See, there are two things involved. In Vedic times, uh, yes, according to our Vedas, it is mentioned that goat and cow sacrifice, horse sacrifice, many kind of animal sacrifices used to happen. But those sacrifices were so perfect. that the animal who was sacrificed, he would immediately get a devi, a devik, or a human form in them immediately. The moment he is killed, his soul gets transferred to either to a human body or to a devata body. So it is very, very beneficial for the animal. Immediately from animal species, he goes to the human species. So that killing used to be very beneficial, but that sacrifice used to be perfect. The pujaris were perfect, the mantras were perfect, everything was perfect. Now, what has happened in Kali Yuga, things have really become very corrupted. Now, people eat animal because in the name of sacrifice, now people eat animals. Okay. So now also the third important thing is, one is, yes, it is mentioned in the Vedas and sacrifice do happen, but it used to be for the bigger reason. Number two, the sacrifice now is happened, but it is become very corrupted. The third thing, which all of us should remember, is that when either it is Kalima or the Devi you are mentioning in Kashmir, so these are great devotees of Krishna. They are Vaishnavis. They do not eat meat themselves. Please tell him to listen first and not ask questions. Okay, so what happens when we offer these demigods, these devis? They are uh, actually they are the energy or the power of Krishna. Whether it is Durga Ma or whether it is Kali Ma, they are considered to be great Vaishnavis. So they do not eat. But what happens the, around these goddesses, lot of ghosts come, because so much of sacrifice is happening, so much of meat is or chicken is getting offered, so lot of ghosts surround that devi. So this meat actually is taken by these ghosts, so that devi does not take that meat, because she's a Vaishnavi, she will not take meat. But the ghosts who are surrounding her will take that offering. So do not think that, human beings also think, we as people think, oh, because goddess is eating, so we can also eat. So remember that goddess does not eat. We are eating for our own tongue satisfaction. Okay, so I hope that answers your questions. We'll take up next question.
Hmm. I don't eat Mataji. My family, my brother and I.
Very Haribol, Haribol. You should inspire them not to eat. They might become animals in next life. Anyways, it's difficult to convince people. I will take next question.
Hmm. Okay, Manas.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Anudama Mataji. Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna. Dhanurna.
Menstruation, Mataji.
Okay.
Flowers of flower. Huh. We shouldn't touch any religious, any flowers and all of that during menstruation, Mataji.
No,
The
the first 3 days, no.
mango, mangoes or all of that. If we are, uh,
If you're offering to God, no. So the first 3 days we don't do it.
Sorry, Madhavi. I'm trying to understand the question. During menstruation, if there are any plants, flowers like mango tree and all of that, should we not water? Is there something like that?
See, except tulsi, you can leave tulsi and not other plants. You can give water to other plants, but not tulsi. Tulsi, though, you become absolutely fine after 5 days when you're absolutely clean, take a head bath, and then only you go near tulsi. So tulsi, we just do not touch during 5, 6 days. Other plants, yes, you can water. Hare Krishna.
Second question, Madhavi.
Sudarshan, I'll mute.
Regarding the trees, Mataji, neem and all of that, there used to be this thing, right? They weren't allowed to touch.
See, one thing I must say that if in your community, if your ancestors, if your parents, if they tell you not to do it, then please don't do it. Because in many families there are rules. Because see, in ISKCON we follow only the rule of Tulasi. Other things we do not are very strict about. But then, of course, if in your family, if your mother-in-law, if anybody says that do not go near any tree, then you follow that rule. Okay. I am aware of Tulsi, yes. Don't touch Tulsi for 5 days. Otherwise, other plants from my side, it is no problem. But if you have some family who's telling you not to do it, so don't do it. Hare Krishna. You can take next question.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Reena Gore is there.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
27. DA 27.
What's on 27?
Aditi and Diti.
Okay.
Mataji, her question is, do you remember Diti, Aditi, you were explaining us about the positives and the negative of both
Yeah,
the
yeah.
roles. So that topic is finished, Mataji?
Yeah, it was covered in 3 classes. The link also would be there. If you are looking for a PPT, it is almost ready for after translations. So I will be posting soon in the group. You can read. She wanted to ask some question. Yeah, she
Something
can ask.
regarding Aditi and the Diti, Mataji.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
so, so Aditi got son, Mataji, as a child,
Yeah,
and
she was the one.
Garuda was also born to Aditi.
No, she was the mother of 12 Adityas. And of the 12 Adityas, we hear that Lord Vishnu, who came as Vamanadev, was her son. So she is the mother of the Devatas. I think for Garuda there was some other story. I don't remember if his mother was Aditi.
Was the sun god also part of Aditi's children?
Sun god, huh? I
Sun
have
god.
I have to check all the names actually. I know it is 12 Adityas. I have to check all the names who all are the 12 Adityas. I'll check and let you
And
know.
Garuda Mataji,
Garuda also I'll have to check.
born to Aditi Mataji. Something I
Uh,
don't know, Mataji. See, the TV and all of that is not accessible. No, they're saying showing something.
हाँ, I'll just Google and see. Rasarati, can you just Google? He is the son of sage Kashyap and Vinita. One second. See,
Mother, what is the
he had, yeah, yes, Rasarati.
even 12 Aditya?
Sorry,
12 Aditya's name I have to search.
and your voice is breaking, Rasarati.
Is that 12 Aditya's name I have to search, Mataji?
Yeah, that you can do.
Ah,
And, the how many Daksha's daughter were there?
okay.
Daksha had how many daughters got married to Kashyap? And this one I found, Garuda's mother is not Aditi, but father is Kashyap. That I'll tell her. You just find out the names of 12 Adityas.
Uh,
So she can, Saurav, she can have a look. So Aditi was one wife, Diti was one wife, and Vinita was also one wife. Father was same. Garuda is the son of Kashyap and Vinita. And the 12 Aditya's name we'll just find out, and Rasriti will find out and she'll just let us know. Meanwhile, we can move on to other question while she's searching.
And also Diti Mataji, Diti's children also.
Diti was the mother of Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu and 47 Maruts. So Marut's name also, I don't know if I'll just type it. You want me to type it? She's understood.
No, Vaman. Was it what's their Vaman name?
No, Aditi was the mother of Vamanadev. Diti's sons were demons and 47 Maruts and Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksh. So while she's searching, we'll can attend to other questions.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody message saying please take some information.
Yeah.
Huh. She's saying we can talk. Some other people also can take. Okay, Danvat Pranam Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Samir Prabhu. Very happy to see you today. Welcome.
Of course, Hare Krishna Saurav. Yeah. So Mataji, my question, two questions. First question is that yeah, in the Mahabharata,
Okay.
20 million years ago, so Krishna already spoke Mahabharata, I mean Bhagavad Gita before. So Bhagavad Gita, when I was reading this and I found that Krishna, he's saying 120 million, thank you, 120 million years ago, Krishna had spoken
Yeah.
this message. So, but Krishna, the Mahabharata hadn't started 120 million years ago. But then this was said again, right? Bhagavad Gita was repeated again 2 times, or maybe 2 ways.
Yes, yes, yes. So Bhagavad Gita,
So sun god
yeah,
who
so
spoke
he
it,
had,
that when Mahabharata that was the first time, and then 5,000 years later, when this when
twice,
Vyasa was
yes,
born 5,000 years ago, then again this happened,
twice,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
So
even
actually,
Bhagavad Gita in itself, before Vyasa, it was the 120 million years ago, Bhagavad Gita was already there. That the sun god had said it.
yes,
Right?
it was already there. It was already there. So that is why there is no,
Because there was no book, right? Veda base. I checked Veda base. So Chaitanya Charitamrita and Adit, I think their numbers are there.
okay, so Prabhu is telling me that he wants to know any question. Yes, because Krishna had spoken Bhagavad Gita to Vivaswan 120 million years ago. So when people talk about that how old that this religion is, so actually Krishna never takes the name of Hindus. He never talks of Hinduism. Entire Bhagavad Gita, Krishna never talks about Hinduism. But Krishna is Supreme Lord. He's already been existing. He's already been there just to establish that how old our religion, this religion is. Krishna tries to tell us through Arjun that Bhagavad Gita was in the society, in the human society, even 120 million years before. And as he says in the first chapter, that this knowledge actually was given earlier only to the kings. So this knowledge was not given earlier to any ordinary human being. It was given only to saintly kings, not even kings, the saintly kings. Why? Because earlier kings were like father, not in like today's politics at how kings or leaders are. So earlier the kings actually used to be the ideal father. They would look after their subjects, look after their samrajya with so much of love and fatherly affection. So that is why this knowledge of scriptures of Bhagavad Gita was given to the kings, so that with that knowledge they rule the kingdom and they make their subjects Krishna conscious. Now you're already there. Their people are already taken birth. So how to come out of that cycle of birth and death is the entire knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So that is why Krishna says in the first chapter that this knowledge actually was given only to saintly kings. Why? So that they could rule properly in the with regulative principles. They could make their people, their praja, subjects Krishna conscious. But slowly, what happened? This science of Krishna consciousness, it got lost because different people came and they started interpreting it in a different way with their own mindsets. So when this science was lost, then Krishna again appeared in this particular millennium, and he through Arjuna he gave this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita again. And he says because it was lost, this parampara knowledge, this knowledge which comes in disciplic succession is lost. That is why I have come again to establish dharma again, to save my devotees, to kill the demons. Actually, demons anybody can kill. Krishna can send anybody and the demons can be killed. But he comes personally to, because of his love for devotees, and he comes because he wants to establish that lost knowledge, that lost dharma. So that is why 5,000 years before, Krishna again spoke Bhagavad Gita. So we find the reference that twice we see the reference of Bhagavad Gita. So I hope that answers your question.
Thank you for clarifying, Mataji. And the second question, I think the last question, is that
Okay.
okay?
Okay, I hope how many people we still have. Fine, you can ask.
Now, Srimad Bhagavatam, Mataji,
Okay.
informs something like, you know, that before, when there was no Srimad Bhagavatam,
Okay.
who wrote, Mataji, the Bhagavatam?
Bhagavatam was written by Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is also an incarnation of Krishna only.
Yes, yes, Mataji.
Okay.
But that means that yeah, so does the God already knew that this is going to happen, or he acted or did the Leela and then put it there?
You talk about Bhagavatam?
Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yeah, so the Leelas were actually even today the Leelas keep happening. Leelas don't stop. So Leelas had already happened, and uh, actually all this knowledge was passed on orally. Teacher would tell, student would listen, and he will memorize it. So there was no written proof of this knowledge. So when slowly with the onset of Kali Yuga, what happens that people started forgetting, the memory started got shortened, and then there was a need to write those scriptures. And Vyasadeva had written many Vedant sutras and many commentaries he had written, but then he was not satisfied. He was not happy. Your video stuck, Saurav. Yeah, it's fine, I think. Yeah. So then he felt the need of, can you hear me?
Yes, Mataji, I can hear.
So then then he was not satisfied in his heart, and then Krishna, he told him from inside that yes, this is how you will be satisfied once you write about the pastimes of Krishna. And then Vyasadeva started working on Srimad Bhagavatam. He had written so much, but then his heart was not contented. So the Leelas had already happened, and Vyasadeva had written it later. So Lord kept revealing him to Vyasadeva, and Vyasadeva kept writing. So they were at different level people. They were not with different memories, and we cannot even imagine that how just simply by listening they would remember everything for. But because of Kali Yuga and people like us who cannot remember, even after reading, we cannot remember. So then Vyasadeva, yes, but yes, he wrote down all the Leelas which we read in Srimad Bhagavatam.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
I hope
Hare Krishna.
answers that question. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Mataji, yes. Hare Krishna, Pranam. I'm really happy to be here. My doubt that Bhagavad Gita has come down for such a long, such a long time, but Vishnu, where was Krishna? Basically, where was he born? Vishnu or Krishna, where was he born?
Who? Krishna or Vishnu? Whom is he asking about? Krishna. See, Krishna is the unborn. He doesn't have any birth. But when he came in this material world, that story we all know. he took birth in Mathura, but otherwise he's unborn. There is no birth for him. He's eternal. Hare Krishna.
Last question.
Okay.
Hmm. Maybe 500 years back when Ayodhya. Hmm. Hmm. I think he's asking about the Ram temple, Mataji.
Okay.
Is it holy? Is it a holy place? Is it a godly place?
Yeah, it is a holy place. It is the birthplace of Lord Ram, no? And many years back, actual puja used to be performed, but after Muslim invasion, it was all broken. So it's a holy place. Yes, they have done the construction again and they have installed the deity again at the same place. It's a holy place. Yes. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Okay, I'll just take one last question, Mataji. That is Prakhar, or maybe
Okay.
Prabhu Agnes.
Okay. So tell Vaishali, and that person is gone, I think. Vaishali's few questions were left.
Mataji, I'm just looking at Prakhar signing now. Once he's done, I'll tell Vaishali.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Mataji, I have to focus, no?
Ah.
Hare Krishna. Two questions. The first, Tony. What is Tony? What is Tony, Mataji?
No idea, Saurav. Anybody helping us? Anybody knows? I think nobody is responding. Maybe it is
Tony is a
not Tony.
name, Mataji. It's a name.
Yeah, I know that Tony is a name,
Christian
but what
name.
about it?
So he was saying,
His,
give me the sign for Tony. It's a name. Christian
his name,
person.
huh?
English. Sadhu.
His name.
Sadhu. Sadhu. Tony. Sadhu. Iron Man.
Okay.
Okay, Iron Man. Tony. I don't understand, Mataji. It's not related to Krishna. I met Samir Prabhuji before. You want to meet Samir Prabhu now? We might finish. I don't know, Mataji. I'm gonna remove his questions.
Okay,
Actually,
fine.
I'm gonna
So
remove
please
Shakti.
apologize, Vaishali. Her questions are pending. If she can type in Marathi, I'll answer her. I think she's Marathi. Number two, quickly, anybody started doing Tulsi Aarti? Most likely we'll be releasing a video soon by next week, 10 days time. So do watch then. Please, anybody started following Tulsi Aarti? Even a little bit, anybody started offering Tulsi Aarti? Okay, Neeta, Anshuman. Anybody else? No? Okay, we'll. Vinita also please start doing it. Very good. So thank you so much for today's session. Again, we are not able to discuss about Ekadashi. So we'll keep some special session for that. Madan Prabhu, I'll request that you please join in early. Usually if you join at the last minute, we will not be able to take up your question. So I appreciate if you can join a little early. Next time we'll take your question. Vaishali, please type your message in Marathi and send it to me. So thank you all. 17th is Ram Navami. And so hope if we can do some class on that. I'll see you next week. And yes, chats, I think Uma is there. I don't know. I'll copy it from chat. Rasarathi had sent the names of the Adityas. So I'll send it to Uma, I think. So
Okay,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you. Thank you, Saurabh. Thank you, Rasarathi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.